Hi there, my name is Janadhi and I'm a current student in the MSc in Digital Management program here at Ivey Business School. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my experience in applying to grad school and what the process was like. So I'm originally from Toronto, but I went to Western University here in London, Ontario, where I did my undergrad in health sciences with a specialization in health and aging. After I graduated, I worked for a year in a healthcare organization, and this is where I saw the opportunity for advancement in technology and digitalization that a lot of organizations lacked. This inspired my search to pursue further education in the field of technology and innovation, and from here my search began. I started off with schools in my area. It was a pandemic, I was living at home, and I didn't really want to move to another city because of the financial burden. However, as I was searching programs that aligned with my interests, I realized that I was limiting myself, and it would not do me any good to not consider what other schools are out there. So with that in mind, I expanded my search to include schools throughout Canada as well as schools in Europe, because I thought I could benefit from an international experience. Plus, who wouldn't want to live in Europe for a year? Some of the criteria that I looked for were tuition costs, international experiences, the length of the program, and if there were opportunities for real-world experiences. One of the biggest things I've learned in undergrad was the importance of being able to apply your knowledge in the real world, and I wanted that to be a major part of my potential program. With my checklist in hand and with the power of Google, I began my search, and I was able to quickly weed out which schools did and did not fit my criteria. From the beginning, Ivey really stood out to me because it was one of the few schools that checked all the boxes. But the main issue that I faced was which stream to apply to. I then decided to reach out to the recruitment team at Ivey and ask them questions and see which stream I best fit into based on my interests and my experience. The phone call really helped me to answer all the questions that I had, and it gave me the confidence to start my application. There were several parts to the application that allowed me to draw on my experiences. For example, I talked about my international experiences, my work experiences, as well as the most recent activities I participated in that allowed me to grow and stand out as an individual. I also talked about the motivation behind my application, as well as how I showed curiosity towards technology-related phenomenon. After writing out all my answers to the application, I knew I needed some feedback on what to include and what to take out. So, as anyone does, I enlisted the help of several of my friends to help me edit my application. And after all this was done, I submitted it. Fast forward to my interview with career management, where I was able to further speak about my experiences and to say what I wanted out of this program. When I accepted my offer, I knew I made the right choice to go to Ivey. What I loved about Ivey was that they put students first. One of the main concerns coming from a non-business background was being able to keep up with the material being taught. But from my research, I learned that we were all taught the same basic foundational business skills in our first semester so that we were all on the same page. I also loved the sense of community that I felt even before attending my first class, and this really helped me with the anxiety that I felt about starting a new program in a pandemic. So with that being said, I hope you choose Ivey to be your home for the next little while. It's definitely a decision you won't regret.